everyone. Hi there. Are you ready for more Dark Cloud 2? I know I am. Gonna do that. Two. So who's ready for more? Last time we left off, uh, Monica fell down. Monica was still on Gaspard's ship when it crashed into the volcano. So now we're going into the volcano to find her. Yahoo! Out to Gondor, two who honor their mothers. And this is going to be a ride pod only floor. And yeah, this is the only dungeon in the game that has a major aesthetic change partway through. Because the vast majority of this dungeon, because the first half of the dungeon was us kind of going up the edges, with the back half us being us descending down into it, through, pretty much through the middle. And I do really like that. It's interesting. And all the enemies get a funky lava aesthetic now. Essentially, 2 dungeons for the price of 1. This is also why I... Well! Damn it. Whatever. This is also why I wanted to have Monica get the majority of the experience for the first half of the dungeon, because Max has pretty much the entirety of the second half of the dungeon all to himself. There's even a whole other dungeon key just for the back half of this dungeon. Which I really like, actually. It's like 2 dungeons slapped together. And in development, it might have been. I don't know. I don't know a lot about what the development of this game was like. I want to know more, but I don't. Yeah, this whole dungeon is essentially... Yeah, this dungeon has a few gimmicks to it. Well, different things about it. And I really like that. Kind of wish they had a different theme for the second half of the dungeon, but beggars can't be choosers. Actually... Zoom in. Zoom in. It's the map. I'm alone. Yeah, sadly, Lizzie isn't here at the moment because she's been dealing with some genuinely insane bouts of insomnia for, like, the past week. And hasn't been able to fall asleep until, like, the ungodly hours of the morning, and probably won't be here for a few more hours. Which sucks, because that means I need to carry on the conversation all by my lonesome. Okay, let's see. What kind of stuff has been going on lately? Okay, so we all know, the YouTube audience and, you know, the Twitch audience probably are aware of a usual rater we have, Zuzu Universal. I can't find their stuff anywhere anymore. Can't find their Twitch. Like, even when they were talking in chat, like, the day after I tried to go off to their Twitch page to try and find their YouTube page, because I remembered liking a link of a YouTube post that they did of, you know, their reactions to different stuff. All their stuff is gone. And I have no idea what happened. I'll probably find out later in this recording session, but until then, I have absolutely no idea what the fuck happened. Like, all of their stuff is just gone. But, after this dungeon, we're gonna have some story stuff that goes on. After that, we'll have to go through a few other smaller things for a bit. But after that, we're pretty much in the back half of the game now. At least after this dungeon, we'll be in the back half. Officially. There we go. Wait, where's the speed of... Okay, I think I see the speed. Yeah, no, not dealing with that. That is too far. Yeah, when it comes to the Spheda holes for a lot of dungeons, like, you're better off literally just looping it over and over again. Just going back and forth between a couple of floors until you get a position where with the hole, get a position between the hole and the ball in order to make things easier. Yeah, we've got 4 more floors. Well, yeah, we got a few more floors to go through with just Max. Burning undead. Use only items. No. Alright. Lava Runner. Very weak to chill. Turn around. Ultrasonic Bomb. Yeah, you've probably noticed for a while now, but a lot of enemies and a lot of dungeons share the same general structure, but different overall looks. And that's because that's something that the original Dark Cloud also did a lot of. A sort of reuse of enemy skeletons and animations in order to flesh out every dungeon, so that every dungeon has their own different flavor of enemies. Alright, I've got no exorcism crystals. Guess we're just gonna have to wait on that. Okay, Bone Lords are a special case because their skeleton reuse comes from the very final only from the very final dungeon of Dark Cloud 1. You don't run into enemies like that until the Gallery of Time in Dark Cloud 1. Which I think is really interesting. Didn't want to do that. Shoot. Shoot. Alright, well, let's go. Okay, at time of recording, it is there's a YouTube boycott going on the day I'm recording this and the day I'm streaming this. Essentially, telling people, like, just don't use YouTube today, like, at all. Don't give the site traffic. This is because, at time of streaming and recording, YouTube is attempting to put out a stupid AI bullshit that will verify whether or not your account, the person with the account is over 18 or not, and the only way to combat that, if it decides that you're not 18 or older, is to pretty much give them a picture of your fucking ID and dox yourself to YouTube. Give them your data. To which I say, fuck you! No! Like, it's just getting they're just getting blatant with it. Like, they're fine, it's all just protect the kids. Like, no, that's not a company's job. It's the parents' duty. Like, any parent that just hands their kid an iPad or some kind of device to shut them up so that way they don't have to deal with actually actually raising a kid, you don't deserve to have kids in the first place. And that's coming from someone who's had to raise kids. Didn't have to do much with raising my little brother, but I had to do enough. And just giving him a device to keep him quiet, not the best thing. Because the first fucking thing kids will find every time, due to just the way the fucking internet works, is clips from a lot of adult shows. You know, the kind of shit that you don't want your kids watching, but gets pushed anyway, because that's just how the internet works. That stuff's popular, so it gets pushed out to more people. Like, if I had a nickel for every time I found a fucking I got pushed fucking Family Guy clips on YouTube when I wasn't looking for them, I could buy a house in this economy. But it's just, no. And it's all just protecting the kid, like the whole protect kids is always an excuse. It is always an excuse to just, because they want your data, they want to know where you are, who you are, what you're doing. Because it's all in the name of censorship. Censorship and getting your data so that way they can sell you more shit that you don't need. And if they can't use your data, they'll sell it to someone else who will still use that data to try and sell you bullshit. If I had it my way, I would wipe every trace of my fucking existence from the internet. And this right here, this thing we're doing right now, is the only information anyone would have about me ever. But I can't, because sadly that's not the kind of world we live in. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot of things to say. Because I don't have a whole lot of things to talk about right now. I'm just trying to relax and play a goddamn video game. And talk by myself, because all of my friends are off doing other things. Or they're just asleep right now, because gonna put you on blast here, Lizzie. Just take some fucking sleep medication and before you go to bed. Just, like, it's really not hard. Just take some, like, Tylenol or NyQuil, like, an hour or two before you go to bed, and you're good, before you want to go to bed, and you're good to go. Like, you don't just have to lay there. God. Alright, Fire Dragon. We cannot heal. Like, at all. Yeah, sorry for the sneeze that came out of fucking nowhere. There we go. Oh, potato cake. Oh, just remembered. Wait. Yeah. Swat. There should be enough. One more enemy. Delicious orange paint. Let's see. Gold Brazzard. Brazard. There we go. And we're gonna try and save those couple of level up powders for Monica. Because that's 2 free levels on her sword, which means that next time we get a level up on the sword, that'll actually be 3 level ups on the sword. Which could very well be exactly what we need for that last to get it high enough to get a couple extra form changes in, or at the very least get it close to the next one. I should have a key. Yeah, I got 1 key. Bandit Brazzard. Getting a lot of money, stuff we can sell for money today. There we go. Okay, so the Spheda hole is right down here by the geostone. I don't want to play Speed on a floor like this. So we're not gonna. Whee! Okay, so there's a weird thing with the propeller legs and when we get them, the jet hover. And that weird thing is you go slower, or at least it feels like you go slower. I think you generally do go slower if you're going straight. But if you're going at an angle, like forward, right, forward, left, you go a lot faster. Like, a lot faster. Alright, let's drop another prickly. Okay, so you're getting there. Hopefully you'll be ready by the time the next Finny Frenzy starts. Treasure Chest Danger Zone. Attack and defeat all enemies using only Max's right hand weapon. We're gonna hit things with a hammer. And Treasure Chest Danger Zone means pretty much everything down here is a mimic. It did say pretty much. I think it's gonna be that the majority of the enemies down here are mimics. Alright, let's go yellow again. Okay, that's good. Actually, let me... Yeah. Yeah? We'll save that. Damn it. Yeah, this is gonna be a Max's hammer only. Fighting Alexander, the shockingly mediocre. And that's a Bone Lord. That was a Bone Lord. Oh. He had the key and he was right next to the door. Cool. We still need to kill everything, though, because that's just the kind of player I am. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the hitbox for that is shockingly tall. You know what? It's not like I'm using them for anything else. I can't even remember what the Digihammer her needs in Exorcism are to level up. And that requires water. Yeah, that was Dry Mouth, I believe. And what that does is that it prevents you from eating healing items. Poisoned. The things I do for metals. And here we are, more flying around because we gotta find all the right ways. Yeah, after this floor, we'll call it a recording sesh. There we go. Go head up here, clear that room out, go down, clear that stuff out, then head up there, clear those enemies. Unless there's a hallway that just leads straight over there. Yep. There we go. They can't exactly quit recording in the middle of a dungeon floor. That's just bad etiquette. Who do you think I am, the Game Grumps? Both of them? At once? I mean, I'm better than both of them at once, but still. Okay, I gotta see where the fucking Digihammer thing is. Let's see. Dark Cloud Wiki. Digihammer. Alright, let's see. Digihammer requires 99 exorcism. Wait. Christ alive. Who fucking summoned me? Ah, yes. The Stepnies. I hate King Mimics. They don't stagger. They don't stagger for shit. Alright, we go down there, kill that guy, go down there, kill those guys. Shoot that guy. Wanna fucking go? Bone Lord? That's what they called me in high school. Also, just look at the way this... Look at the vibes here. Like, this is just a spinning buzzsaw rock with endless water pouring out of it. That's cool. Like, that's a vibe. Is this it? Please tell me that's it. Nope, we still got more mimics. I sure hope they're regular mimics and not any king mimics. I sure hope they're regular mimics and not any king mimics. Okay, it was just a regular mimic.
Alright, that takes care of you guys.
Alright, where is the Schvita hole? Up there. 5 shots. Okay, you know what? I probably could make it. We'll give it a shot. Heh. We'll give it the old college try. Okay. Perfect. just do this and this. Yeah! Perfect. Let's get the hammer back. Ooh, sapphire. You know, we'll do that. We'll add this, since it's 5 free exorcism there, and that'll definitely help. Let's hop back on the buggy. Zoom. Zooming around at the speed of Steve. Rolling around at the Steve of sound. Got places to go, gotta end this recording. Can't stick around, got to keep streaming on. See what lies ahead, only one way to find out. Alright, YouTube audience. Twitch audience, I'm still gonna be here. Like, I'm not going anywhere for the Twitch audience. But for the YouTube audience, you will see me tomorrow. And depending on... because this is going to be going up well after the deadline for the fucking bullshit AI stuff. Hopefully, by the time this goes up, that'll have completely fallen through, so... here's hoping. I'll see you later. Bye-bye!